If you are a green card holder living in the United States, or even if you are currently abroad, I need you to pay very close attention right now, because today I'm going to talk about a mistake so simple, so common, that it can make your green card status completely vanish. Imagine working for years to build a life in the United States, your career, your family, your home, and suddenly, in just a moment, your legal right to stay here could be gone. This isn't just a warning, this is something happening every day to people just like you. So stay with me because understanding this could save your future in the United States. Let's start at the beginning. A green card, also called lawful permanent residency, gives you the legal right to live and work in the United States permanently. But permanent doesn't mean guaranteed. There are rules, and if you break them, or sometimes even unintentionally make certain choices, your status can be at serious risk. The most common mistake that green card holders make is underestimating the impact of long trips outside the United States. Now, many people think that because they have a green card, they can travel freely. You might think, I'll just visit my home country for a few months or even a year, and then come back. This is where the trouble begins. U.S. immigration law requires green card holders to live in the United States permanently. That doesn't just mean having a home here. It means showing your intent to maintain your life in the U.S. If immigration officers believe you have abandoned your residence, your green card can be revoked. Let me explain this with a real-life example. Imagine Maria, who has been a green card holder for 5 years. She decides to take a long trip to care for her elderly parents in her home country. She plans to be gone for 6 months, but things happen: family emergencies, delayed flights, extended responsibilities, and she ends up staying abroad for 14 months. When she tries to return to the United States, the border officer asks her questions about her time away. Why was she gone so long? Did she maintain a home in the U.S.? Did she file U.S. taxes? Did she keep her bank accounts and employment ties active? Even though Maria never intended to give up her green card, the officer can determine that she may have abandoned her permanent residency. This can lead to losing the green card entirely. You might be thinking, okay, but what if I plan carefully? Here's the step-by-step reality. U.S. immigration law says that trips longer than 6 months but less than 1 year may raise questions. Trips longer than 1 year almost always require a special document called a re-entry permit before leaving. Without this, immigration can assume you abandoned your residence, and they can refuse entry when you return. A re-entry permit is like a safety net. It allows you to leave the U.S. for up to 2 years without automatically jeopardizing your green card. But here's the catch. Many people either don't know about it or wait until it's too late. You have to apply while physically present in the United States, and the process takes time. Missing this step can cost you your permanent status. Another critical mistake green card holders make involves employment and tax obligations. Even if you are living mostly abroad, you are still required to file U.S. taxes as a resident. Some people ignore this, thinking, I'm not earning money here, so it doesn't matter. But failing to file taxes can be considered evidence that you've abandoned your U.S. residence. Immigration officers look at your financial life as proof of intent to maintain residency. If you stop filing taxes, stop maintaining a U.S. address, or close your U.S. bank accounts while living abroad, you are building a case for abandonment, sometimes without even realizing it. Let's also talk about the naturalization timeline. Green card holders who plan to become U.S. citizens need to maintain continuous residence in the U.S. to qualify. Extended trips abroad can reset your clock. For example, to apply for citizenship, you need 5 years of continuous residence, or 3 years if married to a U.S. citizen. Trips longer than 6 months can break the continuity and delay your eligibility. So even if you never lose your green card, your path to citizenship can be seriously delayed if you make this mistake. Another area where mistakes happen is documentation. Some green card holders leave the U.S. for long periods without updating their address with USCIS. Others fail to carry proper documentation when returning from a long trip. Always keep your green card valid, carry supporting documents like proof of employment, tax returns, or property ownership, and keep your address current. Immigration officers will want to see these to confirm that you are still a resident. You also need to consider family situations. If you leave children behind or your spouse in another country for extended periods, it may affect how officers interpret your intent to reside permanently. They look at your life holistically. Your social ties, employment, financial activity, and family connections all contribute to the decision. Even the smallest oversight, like canceling a U.S. lease or selling your car, can be interpreted as abandonment. So, what is the safest approach? First, always maintain your ties to the United States. Keep your home, bank accounts, employment, and tax filings active. Second, if you plan to be abroad for more than 6 months, consult an immigration attorney and consider a re-entry permit. Third, document everything. Keep proof of your continued connection to the U.S., emails, lease agreements, employment letters, tax returns, anything that shows you intend to return. Fourth, never assume that a long absence is automatically safe. Immigration officers review each case individually, and the burden of proof is on you to show you maintained your residence. The consequences of neglecting these steps are severe. If your green card is considered abandoned, you may be denied entry at the border, lose eligibility for citizenship, and in some cases, face removal proceedings. This is not just hypothetical. It happens every day, often to people who thought they were careful. To summarize, the most common mistake that can make your green card gone is underestimating the importance of maintaining U.S. residence and failing to plan for long absences abroad. Long trips, unpaid taxes, lost documentation, and weakened ties can all add up. The good news is that with careful planning, you can avoid these problems. Know the rules, maintain your ties, and seek guidance before traveling for extended periods. Remember, your green card is not just a piece of plastic. It represents your legal right to live and work in the United States. Protect it like your future depends on it, because it does. If you found this information useful, please subscribe to Legal Focus USA. We share clear, trustworthy updates and guidance to help immigrants protect their status and navigate the U.S. immigration system with confidence. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next update.